What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a really helpful tool when jumping into D&D with creating characters. So I used to use a Google document back in the day to create a lot of my things, but Google unfortunately did kind of shut down a lot of the awesome plugins and things that I had recommended to people. So now with that kind of gone and a lot of the other tools out there not working as much or getting updated, I wanted to show you guys one of the absolute best ways of creating characters in Dungeons and Dragons while also making it to where it's constantly updated, which is right from the source of Dungeons and Dragons' actual website of DnD Beyond. So the way that you can actually find this is by if you go over to here and you go to tools. There's actually a good old character builder here. There's also a Twitch extension and a encounter builder, which are still is in early looks like alpha at the moment. But let's jump in and show you guys how you can create a character. So the way that they actually have it is you can create a character with just recommended starting options, which is pretty good, especially if you've got a bunch of beginner players. So if they want to be a rogue, you could just be like, boom, there's a character with a rogue with decent stats. You might be able to pick the race and go from there. Randomization for if you just have somebody's girlfriend who's just, kind of jumping in, or maybe you want to make a sort of NPC. That one's also a very good one as well. Obviously, the standard is pretty good, and you can actually have it give you a little bit of helpful tips if you're kind of just new to sort of building things out there. So let's jump in and go ahead and hit that start button on there. Now they actually have a variety of different things that they have on top of that. So you guys can actually add some of the homebrew stuff. You could add the Magic the Gathering book, Eberron, and the Rick and Morty content, which I didn't even know was in D&D officially, but apparently there's a Rick and Morty thing there. There's also the playtest content, which 9 times out of 10 is mostly Unearth Arcana stuff. I typically don't use that in any of my campaigns. Just because, that stuff can be very broken or very weak depending on how it is. You can also change it to where it has it to where you have like milestone and XP. So if you're running a game where you just tell people when they level up, you can do the milestone. If you have a XP based one where you have your different side missions and things, and based off of what merits they do, you give them different amounts of XP, you can switch to that. You also got different things for hit points where you can change up the hit points. Maybe you're doing a custom campaign where you want everybody's certain health points to be used in a different sort of mechanic. You can go with that. You also have the different rules and presets you can do for your multi-class / feats, which I always like having the multi-class ones because a lot of times when you're running a gaming table, it can be a little difficult because some people don't really fully understand how multi-classing works. It's not like you can just get a level 1 in everything and get all the perks. There's actually a certain way that you're supposed to do multi-classing. So pretty nice that it does it for us. Encumbrance is basically like weight. 9 times out of 10 I usually have this off because I usually just do it based off of logic. You guys can keep it on there if you want. So nice little thing there. We'll go over into the next thing, and then you have all these different races, and you have all the different sub races as well in the base books. One of the things I actually do like is that it does include the adventuring guide, and it does include the core rule book too. So you can actually choose Goliath and things in here and still not have to worry about paying for extra books. However, if you do want to get into buying the other books, which I know a lot of people don't really like paying when they're playing D&D, but they do have all the different books here that you are welcome to buy. They even have bundles and things that you can do, which is always pretty nice. So this is I like usually getting the source book bundle because that one's probably like the best value if you're trying to get into that. Now, a lot of people are going to be already turned off by that. And allow me to explain why this is actually good. It's not just because of the races and for the character building. It also includes all the items. So it's easy to just drag and drop and update your character sort of item list, or the things that you have. The stats will automatically update. Everything kind of updates very automatically, which makes it really convenient, especially if you're just running it. And then everybody can just go ahead and bust out their good old tablets like I've been trying to get myself set up with. And basically you could just, tap your screen and be like, oh, okay, I got this, now I got this artifact, or now I have this custom item. It makes it really convenient, especially going forward when you're doing stuff. So we'll go ahead and choose one of our races here. So we can do, for example, we'll do one of my favorites. We'll do a good old high elf. Yep. So we'll go ahead and choose a high elf. Doesn't include drow, sadly, but drow's with the other books. So as you can see here, it talks about all the different sort of things that it has, like dark vision, you know, keen senses, all that stuff, which is awesome. And then you actually get to choose your different cantrips. So it has lists of all the different cantrips. It looks pretty updated for the base game. I don't see any that are missing in particular. So we'll go with this person being like an illusionist with this. And then you get to choose an extra language. It has all the different languages in the game. We'll say this person knows how to speak Celestial. Yeah. So, we've got a cool Celestial High Elf sort of character here. We're actually going to choose... So, as you can see here, it has all the different classes. It's not going to have all the subclasses because, once again, some of those are in the books. Some of those are Unearthed Arcana and everything else out there. But it does have like a lot of the basic stuff here as well, which I really enjoy. We're gonna make this person a rogue, actually. Yeah, there we go. Got the rogue. So add the class in there. So we get to choose our proficiencies with this. We could choose like acrobatics, for example. We'll say that this person has really good sleight of hand, a little bit of maybe. Obviously, you got to choose stealth because stealth is kind of retired. Maybe got a little bit more insight. This is a very sort of acrobatic-y, sort of stealthy character. Expertise. I like expertise. So we're going to have, obviously, stealth, and we're going to do with the Thieves' Tools. So, Thieves' Tools is very nice to have a proficiency in. So we got that. We got the Thieves' Cant, which is pretty good. And then, obviously, you have all the different other stuff that you can add. So, right now, this is kind of like a level 1 character, but if we were to do, for example, level 3, what it does is it go ahead and adds 2 of these on here. And then you can see also later on what type of stuff you're going to be going for. And you can also try to like look at things in advance and try to figure out, like, okay, so I got expertise coming at 6th level. It's a nice way of keeping track of everything that you are going to eventually get, and basically kind of plan it out a little bit more without having to go to the flipping through the book, trying to find it. Okay. It's just in a nice, all convenient area, and it explains everything with nice little paragraphs rather than, you know, just those tiny little sections in the books, which is pretty awesome. So we'll go ahead and like choose like our archetype. Right now, we'll just do the fee for right now, and then we'll just continue on. So this is where we do our stat sort of evaluation. You have a different variety of stuff. You can do the standard array where you get to choose, you know, the 15, 8, all that roll. You can do the good old manual, or you can do the point buy system, which is my personal favorite because I think the point buy system is probably one of the best ones because it makes it to where you don't have that big of a flawed character. So I could be like, okay, well, I'm going to make her, she's very dexterous and she's got a good amount of hit points and a decent amount of wisdom and a decent amount of that. And then actually we'll just say that. Boom. That, and we'll give her a little bit of intelligence and not much strength. There we go. So there we go. And then from there we hit our next thing where we can choose our background. So I'm going to choose the criminal spy one because that just seems like the best one of overall to choose. And we'll give her a little bit of, I don't know, we'll say athletics. Make her really get into that athletics thing. And maybe she plays some cards. Maybe she knows some like little card tricks that she can use along the way. And then we also get to choose a tool. Well, we already got thief tools, so maybe she's a tinkerer. Maybe she knows how to make a little bit of bombs or like some smoke grenades. You know, little things like that. Criminal contracts, adjusted characteristics. We can add some different quality traits to her. So kind of make it really a diverse character here. And then you can also choose your starting equipment. So you can choose equipment or the gold. I like to choose equipment. I think that's one of the better ways of doing it. And as you can see here, it already has that giant list there all ready for you to pick what you want. So obviously I'd choose like maybe a rapier, give her a bow. Oh, whoop. There we go. So we'll choose like the rapier and the bow. So lots of different things we can do there. Obviously, she's kind of a burglar. She's got expertise. She's got lots of deception and sort of games that she does with her things. So we can do that, and a pouch with our gold. Add that to our starting equipment, and there you go. You have your list of items and everything there as well. And then later on, we can actually add some items. So as you can see here, we have all list of all the different items. It's even got a thing where you can search to try to find things. Obviously, this is kind of the basic. We don't even have the base book, which would include a little bit more of things out there. You got attuned magical items that you can do. And then you can do what's next, and you can even view your character sheet. And then it also has it to where you can update it. So, you know, say like your character levels up a little bit, you can update the character sheet and have that right there in your own unique little tab with all the things here. And rather than having this little paper where, you know, you have to fit like all these tiny little things or try to memorize everything, it has everything all listed out for you in a very like nice, convenient manner. So pretty awesome altogether, I can't lie. So it's just cool to see like, okay, well, it has my leather armor, it has all my different things. It even has it detailed stats where it tells you like what it's from. So it talks about the armor and the dex bonus that I have, so which is awesome. It has all the different bonuses and everything here, all your stuff and your stats. It even includes the expertise. So as you can see here, I have a +7 in my stealth. Very stealthy individual. It has it to where it includes like my proficiencies over to the left side. Just overall really nice and convenient when going forward. So anyways, guys, I hope you do enjoy. I just wanted to give you guys a nice little detailed way of showing you guys how to create a really easy character sheet when jumping into D&D, especially at a beginner thing. Especially if you just buy the base book on here, you get pretty much all the stuff you need to start off your basic campaign. It's very helpful, especially if you're a sort of being the DM, and instead of having to sit there with pen and paper and try to explain to a new player how to do things, you could just jump on over and do this website and do step by step with them and get the character right away. You don't have to do the math of the point buy system. You could just do it right there on the website, making it really convenient and great for your overall D&D experience. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video and a little helpful thing to help out with that. And I'm going to put the D&D website right down below. Be sure to click that link to help you out. We also are releasing some new merch. I've been trying to do a little bit more of a galaxy theme, so hopefully you guys can check that out as well. Be also on the lookout for some other videos and some other gaming content as well, and a little bit of vlogs in the mix as well. Anyways, have a good night, guys. Party on, and I'll see you guys next time.